Well, here I was, finally landing at Montreal Trudeau International Airport after months of planning and paperwork. The terminal buzzed with French and English, a living reminder that I wasn't just visiting, I was starting a new life. On the bus into the city, Montreal's skyline and the cross on Mount Royal welcomed me, promising new beginnings. Flags of Quebec and Canada waved side by side, a visual of the province's unique identity. My first days blurred by as I wandered the streets, letting the city's mix of old stone and modern glass guide me. Friendly bonjour hi greetings and the smell of fresh bagels made me feel instantly welcome. Watching the world go by, I saw people from everywhere, heard dozens of languages, and realized I was now part of this vibrant tapestry. The anxiety of being an outsider faded, replaced by the thrill of becoming an insider in training. This was more than a change of address. It was a leap into a new culture and a new way of life. Central Canada was opening its arms, and I was ready for the embrace. The journey had just begun, but I already knew I'd made the right choice. Montreal's bilingualism isn't just policy, it's the city's heartbeat. Every bonjour hi was a bridge, and every conversation was a lesson in patience and respect. I joined a French class with newcomers from around the world, all of us laughing at our mistakes and learning together. The city's energy peaked during festival season. Jazz, comedy, and celebration everywhere. I found myself swept up in the creative spirit, shoulder to shoulder with locals at events that made community feel real. Food was its own adventure. Poutine at La Banquise, bagels from Saint-Viateur, smoked meat at Schwartz's, each bite a taste of Montreal's history. Exploring old Montreal's cobblestone streets and the old port, I marveled at the blend of past and present. The Notre Dame Basilica's beauty and the city's modern downtown showed Montreal's unique contrasts. Here, history and innovation live side by side, and I was starting to feel part of both. Every day brought a new discovery, a new flavor, and a deeper sense of belonging. Montreal was teaching me how to celebrate life, one festival and one meal at a time. I was beginning to call it home. Quebec City felt like stepping into a fairy tale, the heart of French Canada, where history lives in every stone. Walking the fortified walls of Old Quebec, I felt the province's motto, Je me souviens, come alive. The Chateau Frontenac stood grand above the St. Lawrence, a symbol of elegance and resilience. In Petit Champlain, narrow streets and cozy bistros revealed the depth of Quebec's identity. I visited a sugar shack in spring, learning how maple syrup is made and tasting tire sur la neige, pure Quebecois tradition. North in the Laurentians, rolling hills and pristine lakes offered a breathtaking escape. Hiking in Mont Tremblant, I found peace in nature's beauty, a perfect contrast to the city's history. Quebec's diversity, historic cities and wild landscapes became clear. Here, culture and nature are inseparable, and both felt like home. My new Canadian life was richer for it. I was discovering a province that thrives on balance. Arriving in Toronto, I was greeted by the iconic CN Tower and a city pulsing with ambition. From the top, the city sprawled out, a map of dreams and possibilities. Toronto's true magic is its diversity. Little Italy, Chinatown, Greektown, each neighborhood a world of its own. I tasted foods from every continent and felt the city's multicultural spirit everywhere. Festivals like Carabana and the Toronto International Film Festival brought the world to the city's doorstep. I joined the crowd, swept up in music, color, and celebration. The Royal Ontario Museum and Art Gallery of Ontario offered endless opportunities to learn and be inspired. Toronto invests in its people, making space for every story and every dream. My days were filled with discovery, each experience adding a new layer to my understanding of this dynamic city. Here, ambition and diversity aren't just welcomed, they're celebrated. Toronto was a whirlwind, and I was grateful to be part of it. The city's energy was contagious, and I felt myself growing with it. Ottawa, Canada's capital, felt stately, yet welcoming. A city where history and daily life intertwine. Parliament Hill's grandeur made the country's democracy feel real and accessible. Skating on the frozen Rideau Canal, surrounded by families and vendors, I experienced winter the Canadian way. Hot chocolate and beaver tails in hand, I felt the warmth of community even in the cold. Ottawa's museums, the Canadian Museum of History, the War Museum, the National Gallery, brought the nation's story to life. Each exhibit deepened my understanding of what it means to be Canadian. The city's parks and markets blended natural beauty with urban vibrancy. Byward Market buzzed with life, offering fresh food and local crafts. Ottawa was a place to reflect, learn, and feel connected to the country's heart. It was the perfect pause in my journey. Ontario's natural wonders rival its cities, starting with the awe-inspiring Niagara Falls. Standing at the edge, the roar and mist were unforgettable, a reminder of nature's power. The Hornblower cruise brought me face-to-face with the fall's raw energy. The Great Lakes, vast and wild, felt like inland oceans. On Lake Huron's shores, turquoise waters and rugged cliffs offered peace and adventure. Hiking the Bruce Trail and swimming in Georgian Bay, I discovered Ontario's wild side. Algonquin Park's Maple Hills and quiet lakes were a haven for canoeing and wildlife. The call of the loon and a glimpse of a moose made the wilderness feel magical. Ontario's symbols, the white trillium, the red ensign, reflect its deep connection to the land. From thundering falls to tranquil forests, the province's contrasts amazed me. Nature here was as welcoming as the cities. Looking back, my journey through Quebec and Ontario was more than travel. It was transformation. I arrived nervous, but now I feel connected, woven into the fabric of these places. I've navigated metros, skated canals, and shared meals with people from every walk of life. The challenges, loneliness, language barriers were real, but kindness and community made all the difference. Every act of support, every new friendship, turned a foreign land into home. Central Canada's diversity, historic Quebec, dynamic Ontario, city excitement, and natural serenity became my own story. Here, everyone's heritage is valued, and the future is built together. My journey is just beginning, but I now walk with confidence and hope. I'm no longer just a visitor. I'm a resident, a neighbor, a friend. I belong here, and I'm excited for what's next. This is my home now, and the adventure continues.